23 minutes after the hour, coming to you from Surf City, USA, otherwise known as Huntington Beach, California. And I warned you, we're going surfing, but not just with anybody, but with a surfing champion at the ripe old age. And she's laughing already. 17. You've been surfing since you're 12 years old. Her name, Courtney Conlogue. And wow, this year you took home the big prize, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a crazy summer. I had the U.S. Open of surfing, and it was a great event. Huntington put on a great show. It was their 50th year of running the U.S. Open. Now,
you started surfing when you were 12.
Yeah, I started surfing actually when I was 4 years old.
Okay, tell me more. I can't wait to hear this one.
Yeah, my dad, he's been surfing since he was 12 years old. And
so why wait till 12? Get her starting at 4.
I know. I loved the water. I started out on a boogie board. He took me out here at Huntington, and I remember just...
Do you remember surfing at 4?
Yeah. I remember the first time I stood up on my surfboard. It's actually a picture frame in my mind.
You'll never forget that.
Yeah,
Did you
I
stand
never
up
will.
before?
Yeah, I actually ended up standing up on my first session of surfing with my dad.
That's a legendary story.
Yeah.
Now, how is the surf out here at Surf City? I mean, do you actually surf here?
I surf here every morning almost. It's a lot of dedication goes to coming out here in the morning. I love surfing here at the pier. Having the pier lights, I come out and use the pier lights if I'm out at 4 o'clock in the morning training.
I woke up this morning at 4:30 and everybody was already in the water.
Yeah, it's actually 1 to 2 foot, but hopefully some
Well, it was
slow
sissy
pushing.
waves this morning. Even I could tell you had sissy waves.
Yeah.
But they were out there.
They were.
Matter.
It doesn't matter
You'll
what
go out
those
even
are.
in sissy waves, won't you?
Yes, every competitor goes out in the sissy waves.
What's the roughest you've ever been in?
The roughest?
Yeah.
Actually, I'd say Huntington can give you probably the roughest surf because of the river when it cranks south swells. This year at the U.S. Open, you probably would have got the biggest show because the waves were so big. And
so let me just ask you a question.
Really
so if
fun.
I leave this radio show down, kind of go out in the streets of Huntington, I go, hey man, the river's cranking south swells. Is that like cool enough for me?
Yeah, you can say that if you
want.
want.
You just did. I mean, I'm just
yeah,
trying
I
to,
say it's as strong as the river. You're a salmon going upstream sometimes.
I remember when I first started to surf, I used to surf a lot. I used to surf in New York, not known for its surfing. Then I went to Hawaii and I learned a big lesson. Don't surf the North Shore unless you know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, Hawaii, you definitely have to know exactly what you're doing. Surfing out there, you gotta be knowledgeable about the reefs and everything.
Have you done it?
Yeah, I love Hawaii. It's a little too crowded for me, but...
I hate those crowds.
The crowds are crazy. Every time you go out, you're getting hopped at least 4 or 5 times.
And here?
Here, you don't get hopped. I just call people off and they gladly pull off of a wave.
Getting hopped means somebody's hitting you with a board.
Almost. A few times it's been a close call, but there's a lot of respect out here in the water. Everyone knows what they're doing for the most part, so you're pretty safe if you're coming out at the pier.
And you're there every day?
For the most part, yeah, every day, unless I have to be studying at school and had a late night.
We wouldn't want to let school interfere with our education now, would we?
No, surfing doesn't interfere with my education. School comes first in our family, so if school's going down, surfing's going down.
All right, so 4:30 surfing and then school.
Yes.
So do you surf after school too?
I surf after school sometimes if I know the waves are going to be good, or even if I know it's going to be tricky conditions and it'll be good practice for a contest or so on.
Unless the river's cranking out swells.
No, I actually like the river. It's a good workout. You go out there, you're paddling all day.
Exactly. Well, you know what? I first started surfing on a paddleboard, which is a 15-foot longboard, 150 pounds. No skeg.
That's crazy.
No kidding. And you went where the waves took you. You couldn't cut.
No.
And if you got hit by that, you were in the hospital.
Yeah, I can imagine surfing on a 150-pound surfboard.
And how much do you weigh?
I weigh 130.
Really? I thought you weighed less. But it's all muscle, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of training. I'm on the track and field team, so I gotta be in shape, be ready to run those laps. So. Okay,
what do you like better, track and field or surfing?
Surfing, hands down. I love surfing. There's no sport greater than surfing because it's an uncontrollable environment and you don't know what you're getting.
And you like doing that because you like to adjust?
Yes, I like to adjust to an uncontrollable environment and make it as controllable as it can be.
What's the longest ride you ever had?
Longest ride? Probably surfing Rincon or up north.
Did you go up to Monterey? Did you go up to Monterey, like wild wave stuff up there?
Yeah, Monterey has some really fun waves. Steamer Lane, I think.
Fun waves, they're scary.
I love it. Except it's a little sharky up there. You gotta
A little sharky.
Yeah, your percentages are a lot higher than down here.
Describe sharky for me, please.
Sharky means if you're the only person out there, you're at your own risk.
You're not the only person out there. That's the problem.
Yeah, you're
surrounded.
You're with sea life, and it's definitely very lively up there. A lot of seals hopping around.
That hopping part really gets me, doesn't it? We got hopping, we got cranking, we got swells, we got sharky.
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot of stuff today.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go next?
Next, where do I want to go? I don't know, Australia. I love Australia, but, you know, here's not too bad of a deal. If I was a foreigner, I'd be pretty stoked to be here at Huntington because it's such a different culture, and when you come here, it's great. I love the whole scene. Being able to walk on the pier in the morning with a cup of coffee, can't beat that, so. At
4:30?
Yeah.
You better have a cup of coffee at 4:30.
Yeah, your hands are kind of numb sometimes in the winter.
And then you got to watch out for sharky, hopping, and cranking the swells.
Well, not here.
I know. I'm just trying to get into it here.
Yeah, it's fun.
Right. Courtney Conlogue, right?
Yes.
We got the name. You'll be out there at 4:30 tomorrow morning, won't you?
I probably will, yeah. Late start tomorrow at school.
I'll be thinking about you. Oh, late start at school, but they understand.
Yeah, they understand.
All right, we'll be back right after this. Sharky. It's good.